What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video on the channel, and today we are doing a mock draft, and this is going to be our second to last mock draft, and full mock draft I should say. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So without further ado, let's start. Alright, so with the first pick, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, you can argue Evan Neal, you could argue Thibodeau. Aiden Hutchinson's their guy. I feel like they secured some players on their offensive line, and I feel like that's a safe pick. And Thibodeau will be going to the Lions. I feel like, I mean, if they went Evan Neal, they'd have a stacked offensive line for the future. That as they got Penei Sewell last year, they get the best offensive tackle in my eyes in Evan Neal this year, but they can't. I don't think they do. I think they go with Thibodeau. Moving on to number 3, we have the Texans, and the Texans are a very interesting team. They need edge. You could go Travon Walker, but they don't need QB necessarily. They can get that next year. But I think they do go full safety in Kyle Hamilton. No, actually, I'm going offensive tackle. Evan Neal. Feel like Evan Neal would be the safe bet for them. Moving on to the Jets, I think they go Garrett Wilson. Not much I need to say about that, really. Now we're moving on to the Giants. They're going Akeem Uwanu. I think Akeem Uwanu has potential to go first overall. He also has potential to fall to number 10. You never know. He's a really good offensive tackle. I feel like he has had more success recently than Evan Neal, so that's why some guys have him over Evan Neal. So we'll just have to see. Moving on, Panthers. They need offensive tackle. They also need linebacker. But I'm going... Oh, man, this is a tough one. Let's see what interior offensive line is available. Tyler Linderbaum, no. I think Kenny Pickett is going to be their best bet here. I think they do go pick Kenny Pickett. I feel like he has a lot of potential, and with this team that surrounds him, they got Foreman, they have McCaffrey, so I think that's a good pick. Moving on to the Giants. They selected Akeem Uwanu first with their first pick, and this pick they're going with the interior offensive lineman Tyler Linderbaum. Now, you could argue wide receiver. I feel like you have to at least get one good offensive tackle in this draft, and if Uwanu doesn't work out, you have a good bet in Linderbaum, and you have to protect Daniel. I feel like Daniel with protection can be really good. So moving on to the Falcons. Falcons need quarterback, but they have Mariota, so I feel like they go second round quarterback, and then, but not first round. So you have to go build up your talent. So I'm going with Jameson Williams. I feel like he's better than Chris Olave, etc. So moving on to the Seahawks. The Seahawks could go corner. They could go offensive tackle or quarterback. I think Ahmad Garner, if he fell to them, would just be insane. Like if he fell to the Seahawks, I wouldn't be surprised, but I would be at the same time. But we'll just have to see. Jets, moving on. Edge, Travon Walker. I mean, not much I need to say about that. Travon Walker had an incredible year. One of the top guys in this entire draft, so we'll just have to see. Moving on to Washington. I'm going. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go Charles Cross. I know Charles Cross, since he's available, I mean, might as well take him. But that leaves Kyle Hamilton still on the board. And although the Vikings might not need him, they still need offensive tackle. That's true. I forgot about that. I'm going to give him Trevor Penning. I think Trevor Penning would be a good fit with you guys. Moving on to Texans. In a dream situation right here, Kyle Hamilton somehow fell to 13, which hopefully for you guys is a very reasonable scenario for you. I don't know if he actually will fall past 10, possibly maybe 9. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I feel like he would be a good pickup for you guys. Moving on to the Ravens. I'm going to have you guys take Stingley. I think Stingley has potential to be number 1 cornerback in this draft. You just don't know with his health and everything around that, but we'll just have to see. I think that's a good pick for you guys too. Moving on to the Eagles. You guys need edge. You guys need interior offensive lineman and a linebacker. Now, don't think you can pass up Nakobe Dean. He reminds me a lot of the Cowboys pick in Micah Parsons last year. That's his potential. We'll just have to see how he ends up panning out. But you guys have the national championship winning linebacker, and he's going to the Eagles. And with this pick, easy one here, Malik Willis. He is going to the Saints. Moving on to the Chargers. The Chargers are going offensive tackle. It just depends who's on the board. They're going Zion Johnson. Yeah. Going Zion Johnson. All right. Secure that interior offensive line. I know it's kind of tough to basically do it because you drafted interior offensive lineman last year, I think. So moving on to Jermaine Johnson from Florida State. He's going to the Eagles. Eagles have almost back-to-back picks. So you guys have a good situation with the draft-wise there. And with the next pick, I think Saints go quarterback with either 16 or 19, depending on who's available. So this pick, they do go defensive line. I think Jordan Davis is the best bet for you guys there. Moving on to the Steelers. I know tragedy in Dwayne Haskins, RIP. I think because of that, you have to consider a quarterback here. I just don't know who. See if wide receivers. I think you guys go Chris Olave because you don't really have many weapons. You could go Zap in the second round if he's available, and I think you guys would be secure at the quarterback position there. Zap has incredible potential. He's just not a first round pick. I think you guys have to just trade up if he gets close to getting him off the board. You never know. So Patriots here go wide receiver. And I think they go Treylon Burks from Arkansas. Has great speed, has great catching, great hands. So moving on to the Packers, they do go wide receiver with Jake London. Wide receivers are flying off the board right now. Last 3 picks have been wide receivers. Drake London, great potential. I think pairing him up with Aaron Rodgers would be a dream scenario for him, being number 1 receiver on the Packers. All right, moving on to the Cardinals. You guys go Andrew Booth Jr. I think that's a complete steal. Moving on to the Cowboys. The Cowboys do need free safety. no one really there that I like for you guys. Interior offensive lineman, offensive tackle, interior offensive line, full safety, you don't read. I'm going Kenyon Green. I think that's a good pick. And yeah, my eyes Bills go offensive tackle as well. Who? I'm not sure. Let's see. They could go cornerback as well. They are going to go with Khair Alim from Florida. Great pick there, I think. In my eyes, great pick. I think he has great potential. Definitely top tier cornerback on the Bills. Next pick, I'm not going Sam Howell. I'm not going Desmond Ridder. I'm going to change it up with the Matt Corral. I think Matt Corral fits great with his scheme. Everything about Matt Corral, I feel like, fits with the Titans. And Titans get a potential replacement for Ryan Tannehill. Maybe sit behind him, maybe play, maybe start. Just depends how he does in training camp once he gets drafted. So we'll have to see. And Wyatt Davis, easy pick there. He's going to the Buccaneers. So moving on to Packers. I think they go Arnold Abiquiti from Penn State. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Had an outstanding season, 9.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 18 tackles for loss, 62 tackles. Had a great season. I think fits very well with his scheme. And Drake Jackson, I feel like, should end up going to the Chiefs. There is a spot at wide receiver. I think you guys do go second round wide receiver, but yeah. Moving on to the Chiefs again. Yeah, they have 2 picks in a row. And I think they do go George Pickens. I think George Pickens could potentially be the best wide receiver in this draft. So getting him there would be good. Bengals, offensive line. I'm going Bernard Raymond. And with the Lions, quarterback Sam Howell is their guy. Fits their scheme very well. And yeah, that's a video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please smash that like button. If you want to become a member, please consider joining. You get great perks. You get access to early videos. And yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.